Hey, I'm Paul Bryant from Astro Boy Racer. Today we're going to be looking at how to remove a tube from a road bike wheel and taking the wheel out of the bike. At some point in time you're going to find you get a flat tyre and you need to know how to replace the tube. First step is to undo your brake on your bike. On Shimano there is a little lever on the side of the brake which you flick that open. It's like a quick release, opens up the brake. If you have Campagnolo, it has a little button in the lever up here where you push that button across, the lever pops out and opens up the brake and allows you to take the wheel out. Always a good idea to try and put the gears down to the lowest setting and then push it back one click. Open up your quick release lever, hold your derailleur and pull it rearwards and then just push the wheel straight down, chain off and wheel is out. Another thing is always a good idea to, if you're going to put it on the ground, put it down on the skewer nut. Lay the wheel on the ground. You're going to need two things for this. You're going to need tyre levers, pump and of course a spare tube. Take off the rim lock or the valve nut. Push the valve back up into the tube and then insert tyre levers 1 and 2 about 3 inches either side of the valve and just basically fold the valve over. Insert another one further along and then at that stage the tyre should be loose enough that you should be able to just slide the tyre lever around the inside of the bead of the tyre and take off one side of the tyre. Then fold the tyre back, pull the valve and the tube upwards and then just one movement and it's gone. Next step, check the inside of the tyre and make sure that there's no glass or anything penetrating the tube to make sure that if you put another tube in it's not going to go flat from whatever caused the first flat tyre. On a road bike around Melbourne it's generally glass or staples, paper clips and other stationery items. Always a good idea to keep the label on the tyre right next to the valve. That way if you do get a flat tyre and you find out where the hole is on the tube, you can identify it to the tyre and you can find whatever caused the flat tyre in the first place. Okay, put one side of the tyre back on, then with your spare tube, slightly inflate the tube just to fill out the tube so it takes its shape, which makes it a lot easier to seat into the tyre. Pull the tyre back again, insert the tube into the hole, then stuff the tube into the tyre and try and sit it down inside the rim. And starting at the valve, just insert the bead of the tyre in under the rim and just work your way around with your thumbs. Most tyres are generally fairly easy to get on, some of them are a little bit tight, but on a road bike you should be able to get them on with your fingers. And then the other important thing is once you finish, get to the valve, push the valve up inside the tyre and make sure that the tube is not sitting under the bead of the tyre. Then inflate the tyre. Road bike should take 100 to 120 psi. Then inserting the tyre is basically the reverse of removing it. Pull your derailleur, down, slot the chain onto your cassette in the second gear, which is the one you left it at when you pulled it out. Slot the axle into the dropouts, tighten the skewer, and the brake. Done.